Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is doing well. You know the drill, guys. If you're new to the channel and you like the content and what I do, please do hit that subscribe button. Like the video, guys. Share the video. You know what it is. In today's video, being the day before countdown to 2021, God's willing, it is just only fitting to do this reflection. Yeah. It's what most people do when you're going into a new year. It's a reflection. You reflect on things that has happened in the previous year, but we're still in 2020, so you reflect on things that has happened in this year and looking forward to the next year and hoping for better. So I want to go with that. I thought that I wanted to close off the year with that whole reflection as well. Just to highlight some things that I've learned, some things that I've seen that is really, different to what I'm used to, and what I hope for 2021. So that's really where it's gonna be at, guys. So let's get into the video. So first off, one of the main things that I've noticed, that there was a bug going around. There's a few bugs that were going around. There is one bug where starts a YouTube channel. In 2020, there was a bug of starting a YouTube channel. And I think I've been bitten by that bug, because before I would have never thought that I would start a YouTube channel, but I got bitten by that bug where I did start a YouTube channel in 2020, and we're in 2020. So yeah, let me refer to it in this year. So yes, 6 months ago, I decided to start a YouTube channel. Crazy enough, but here I am today. So, and I've noticed a lot of people went down that road. 2, there was a lot of entrepreneurship in 2020, oddly enough. Now, what I'm highlighting, guys, not like it hasn't been done before, but a lot of people would agree that in 2020, the proportion in which it's been done and the way in which it's been done has been a bit odd. So there's a lot of entrepreneurship in 2020. Everybody started to sell. It's been weird, but everybody became an entrepreneur. It's most people. So that was some of the strange things. But most of all, in 2020, looking back, crazy things, as you guys would have known, I got divorced in 2020. So that was one of the biggest highlights for me. I got divorced, which was crazy because I never thought that would even happen. So that's one thing. Then we saw, and like I said, most of the things that has happened, it's not necessarily new, but we can all agree that it was a bit strange. Mainly, I've noticed that news became, everything is about trending then. So for example, the Bible speaks about death will lose its sting. I think death and everything else has lost its sting in terms of a news would come out, and this is what I've noticed in 2020 was the norm, where something would happen, people would get riled up, or people would get broken about it. People would get sad. It would really shake the nation, and then eventually it would die down. So give it a couple of weeks, it's no longer that. It didn't have that effect. Not that people didn't care, but some people just forgot about it. Some people still did care, but it didn't have that effect that it would have when it just came out. And I noticed that in 2020 as being the norm. So news would come, people get, riled up, people wanted to help, people are rallying around, and then eventually it dies down quickly as well. And then something else comes in the news, and then that dies down. For me, that was it was weird, and it was very strange. And I hope that doesn't go over in 2021. I hope the madness of 2020 does not go over in 2021. Number 3, I've noticed that in 2020, everybody's a Christian. Everybody's godly. Everybody is calling out God's name. And it's what was weird about this in this year. It's not the fact that people are not the fact that everybody's calling out God's name and everybody's saying that they're godly and God bless and all of that. But it was the fact that, by their fruits ye shall know them. The fruit didn't match up with the character. So what the fruit was producing didn't match up with the will of God, or didn't match up with godly principles, or didn't match up with biblical sayings, biblical revelations, which was quite confusing as a young lady myself. And what I tried not to do is not to judge, but at the end of the day, the Bible speaks about you should try the spirit. And what I've noticed this year was a lot of false spirit. And when I say false, it's like, again, by your fruits you shall know them. So a lot of things didn't match up to the words that came out of a lot of people's mouth when they say they are godly. Or everybody's a Christian these days. Everybody's God blessed. Everything is God, God, God. And I've always known that not because someone says Lord, and the Bible speaks about that. A lot of people will say Lord, Lord, but their heart is not there. And I've noticed that a lot of people have been driven away by that whole falsehood. People tend to be driven away by the whole Lord, or I am godly, So that was another thing about 2020. And I've noticed that a lot of people have been driven away. Like I said, a lot of people have been driven away by desires, by lust, by money. Money was one of the main things in 2020 as well. Like I said, these things do happen before, but there's something different about this year where people were, it's like it was like money was really taking hold of a lot of people. And money, nothing is wrong with having money, but the love of money is the root of all evil. I think a lot of times we say money, we always say money is the root of all evil, but that's not really true. It's the love of money. You can have money and not love it. And to love something means you worship it and you do anything for it and you step on anybody for it. That is a total different thing. So it's not necessarily having money, it's the love of it and what you'll do to get it. And that's where the problem lies. So for me, those are things in 2020 that was strange. A lot of deception. Especially it would appear that, it would appear as if the Antichrist was on the earth in 2020, because trust me, there was a lot of falsehood, a lot of fakeness as well. It just didn't seem right. Of course, we had a lot of murders in 2020. Jasmine Dean still hasn't been found. We had the Kalan situation. Those are some of the major things that has happened. Jamaica experienced a major flooding we haven't seen in decades, to be honest. In certain areas, there was a lot of mudslides. It was a great devastation in Jamaica. Roads gave way. So it was crazy. Yeah, that was a great highlight as well for 2020. Murders, not strange. It has happened. Jamaica is used to that. Nothing different there. But I think what was different about murders this year was that people were reporting murders. People were stepping up. People were more bold. This whole snitch culture was dying down in a sense. And I think that's mainly to do with Sir P coming around. I think Sir P really influenced a lot of the negativity going in terms of the snitch culture and how Sir P came across. It made people look deeper into this whole, things that they have hold on to that has really been to the country, to Jamaica's detriment. So yeah, Sir P was a big deal in 2020. That was a big thing. A lot of things came out. So yeah, a lot of things shifted. The way people looked at crime fight, how people looked at crime fighting, how people reported crime. So I think that was, I would say I'd give credit to Sir P coming about, where, you know, the things that Sir P brought to the forefront and also debunked some of those old myths, you know, and changed the way, influenced the way people looked at snitching and all of that. So that was a huge highlight in 2020, Politics Watch. So those were some of the main things. You know, we had the Pricky Boy murder. We had a lot of gunmen died in 2020, as in wanted men that has been wanted for years and years, and you know, and they lost their life in 2020. So it was one of those. So it was one of those crazier devastation. People were more open. People were coming forward with information to the police. So it was a mixture of craziness, scandals, a lot of falsehood. Everybody seems to be saying God, 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 but the actions didn't really match up. So there was so many things. There was so much crazy things in 2020. But what has it really taught me, and what has it really taught us? I think mainly this year has taught us that we need to really protect our mind. I think that's the main thing. For me, going into 2021, God's willing, because at the end of the day, the year is still not finished, you know, all being well, and I make it to 2021. I think the main thing, and I'd say to everybody else, is to protect your mind. Protect your mind. I think there's a lot of insanity. I think there's a lot of insane individuals. I don't think a lot of behavior was people saying. I don't think a lot of behavior was done out of sanity. I think a lot of people are mentally insane, mentally not okay. And I think it was really a spiritual insanity. There's a lot of spiritual insanity going around, where people, you know, it's like this, people see themselves as something that they're not. There's a lot of fakeness, there's a lot of falsehood, there's a lot of deception. So I think that's the main thing I've been saying. Lord, please protect my mind so that I will not be, you know, caught up into this, especially social media. A lot of people were gaining the world and losing their soul. And that's something that I personally am saying, Lord, please protect me. So I would say to everybody, protect your sanity in the coming year. Be vigilant. Be careful of who you trust. Mainly, just guard your spirit. Don't accept everything into your spirit. Not every word that comes out, you should just receive into your spirit. And I think thirdly, stay grounded. And remember that some trust in charities, some trust in horses, but I will trust in the name of the Lord our God. You need to remember what the word says, and remember that there's a lot of Antichrist. Remember the Antichrist. Remember that the Bible speaks about being drawn away. Yeah? Being drawn away by things that we perceive to be good, based on the fact that we are so eager to prove things, or we're so eager to know. And sometimes in life, we need to understand that there's some things, so everything happens for a reason. And I think a lot of us, we are easily led because we're not firm in our faith. We're not firm in what we believe in. And I think that's key for me in going into 2021, is to not be distracted by everything else that's going on, but to look ahead and to look forward and to try the spirit, you know. It's very important to try the spirit so you're not led away. It doesn't matter if the person, if someone is holy, it doesn't matter if it's a pastor, it doesn't matter if it's a mother, just always try the spirit, because people are really lost these days. And I think it's just not a lot of people that are really focused, are really sane. So we have to remember that the world has gone in a different direction. But everything will come full circle. Trust me. Just stay focused and trust and stay on the right path. But that's really my thoughts on the whole reflection of 2020. I've been through a lot this year, but I've grown a lot. And I give God thanks. Most important thing is I'm happy. And I'm alive, I'm well, my kids are happy, my family are happy. So yeah, I've been through the worst, but I came out, I'm stronger, I'm better, I'm grateful. So sometimes, not everything that happens in your life and not everything that happens is meant to destroy you. Only you can destroy you. You have to just pick yourself back up and just keep swimming. So when the bad things come, you just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. Because there's always light at the end of the tunnel. And there's always, God doesn't allow things to happen just for no reason. And I know a lot of people don't believe in God, but I know this 1000%. Every bad thing that has happened in my life, there has been good that has come out of it. I have flourished as an individual. The tree has blossomed. So to God be the glory. And definitely, I'm so grateful. If someone had told me that I would be smiling today, I would say they're lying. But to God be the glory. I've been through it, and I'm giving God thanks for his many blessings and for his goodness. So that's really it. If you've made it this far today, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much. And I just want to wish you a happy 2021, a happy new year, a prosperous new year. Remember, guard your mind, because this is where the enemy is attacking the minds of people. This is why there's so many people being led away. There's so many people confused. There's so many confusion, and the Lord said he does not dwell in the heart of confusion. So I just pray blessing, prosperity in your life, and remember to try the Spirit. Do not be driven away by everything that's going on, all the distraction. That's just the way in which the enemy distracts you. Stay focused, stay on the prize, look ahead, and trust in the Lord or God, Jesus or Savior. Trust. And remember that God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit rest, remain, and abide with you all, now and forevermore. Just trust. You don't have to be perfect to trust. Your heart just need to be in the right place. Just remember that. God now look for perfect people. He's looking for people that loves him. He's looking for people that wants to be, that strives for perfection, that strives to be better, that strives to be better than what they were yesterday. So stay focused, stay grounded, protect your mind in Jesus' name. Just stay focused, guys. That's all I can say. So once again, Happy New Year when it comes. Blessings, prosperity for 2021. I would just hope for the best. We're just hoping for the best in this coming year, guys. And, we'll see. We just have to stay optimistic in everything we do. So I'm signing out for 2020. All being well, I'll see you guys in 2021. I hope to see all of you in 2021. Healthy, safe, and all the other jazz, But that's really it, guys. You do take care, and God bless you. Happy New Year when it comes again. Happy New Year, guys. Peace out. Until next time. Well, until 2021. Godspeed. Bye.